Smart contractors hire specialized team. Rank high on Google, hook better leads. HookAgency.com.
Different.
They did such a great job.
Extremely happy.
I have a salesperson that works 24/7.
We've worked with a lot of different agencies over the years, and I think we found, just like most people in this room probably, that they're extremely frustrating, really annoying. Tim and his company is just light years apart from anybody we've ever experienced.
Yo, what's up, y'all? We are doing a example of a thin and duplicate content website today. And I'm going to try to interact with y'all. It's not there's not a ton on this website, and I want to kind of show you what an example of thin content looks like, which is a big deal for your SEO. And yes, this person volunteered their website to do an audit, and I want you to know, if you do volunteer, feel free to, by the way, feel free to volunteer in the comments. I'm going to be real. I'm not just going to fluff you up. I'm going to talk to everyone when I'm doing the audit live. I'm going to tell everyone what they can do to avoid this situation. And, but anyways, here we go. I'm going to pull it up. I'm going to do my initial reaction. Nope, that's not it. I was just checking on somebody's website that was broken. Not a client, but I was like, is their website still broken? All right. I always think about when people don't go with us. I always look at their website later and like, how did this turn out? And sometimes it's broken. And I'm always curious how long they keep it up like that. Share screen. Okay. So this is Riedl and Sons out of Wisconsin. Kind of giving the initial look at it. Looks decent. Initial reaction. I like the kind of overlap here with the request and estimate. Kind of enjoy that. We make it easy. High qualities are standard. Nothing fancy. Maybe this looks a little kind of like something's broken because there's so much space. But overall, cleanish. Decent messaging. Simple enough. Just curious. Curious what this is built on. WordPress. So built on WordPress, WP Bakery. Okay. So I'm kind of wondering if this might be like a self-built website, but nothing terribly messed up immediately. I think like the initial reaction that I've got was after poking through a few different pages and seeing that there isn't even a kind of a separate roofing page or a siding page. And even though they have stone-coated steel, and if they had a page for it, it would be good. It's not. You can't click through to it. It's just listing that as a possible service. So very thin. My initial reaction is that it's just super thin content. And as far as getting people here from Google, I don't know. Like once you realize kind of those first couple websites, you do a couple websites, and then you're like, oh, it's not just about making an okay looking website, because we can do that. We've done that before. It's about making the website in such a way that somebody could actually find it. So that's the toughest part, and something I want to like basically say, you're not going to get more people to this website unless there's content, significant amounts of content on every single page. So my example might be like 500 to 700 words at least. And that's just an example, but like each of these services should also have their own page: roofing, siding, windows, seamless gutters, asphalt, shingle, steel roofing, stone-coated steel. And there should also be location pages. And I'm trying to think about anything else possibly a blog, not absolutely required, but certainly something which we do and build out over time to get more people there. But anyways, let's get into our 20-point checklist. I'm going to go kind of quick today, if that's okay. It's going to be a fairly simple one. And if you watch these a lot, you know I go over the same things every single time. I'm trying to give you a framework so that you can make good decisions and make them quickly. And sometimes it's a marketer's kind of motivation to make this stuff more complicated than it needs to be. And what I'm trying to do is make it super simple so that if you need to do this on your own, you can. Big call to action right away. I would say this is the closest we've got, the request and estimate, and I do think it grabs your attention right away. So I'm going to give you that as a yes. Friendly customer focused headlines. This is very you focused. We make your remodeling projects easy. So what about just make your exterior remodeling projects easy as the headline? Just an example. Smiling customers. I don't see any pictures of smiling customers on here, so I can't give that to you. Visual reviews and videos. So we have testimonials, but they're not very visual. There's no picture of the person who left it. There's no 5 stars. There's no where it was left. So I would have the Google logo and 5 stars if these are true. And no one trusts testimonials. They trust reviews. So if you can make this feel a little bit more like a widget and give it a photo for each person and where the review was left, that will make it more credible. No stretching or distorted images. Let's see if we can figure this out, if this has got any of that. I don't think so. Everything looks to be coming. Oh, we got kind of a squeeze happening here. I don't think it's that bad, though. I'm going to go to Riedl and Sons on mobile just to make sure. If you haven't looked at your mobile site in a while, that's a good idea. Use this as a trigger to go take a look, because it is easy to neglect. All right, checking this out here. Yeah, so this is stretching image. So this is an example of stretching image. We got the Hearth monthly payment options, but it looks really squeezed and it looks unprofessional. So yes, we have stretching or distorted images. We also have a lot of space. So look at all this space down here. Let's see if I can just blow this up for a second. Stop. If you can see this. Cole, good to see you there, man. Cole's joining. Hey, Cole, look at this space that we've got here on the mobile for the testimonials. Oh, God, now I got to think about Cole being on this one. Totally. How do you feel about the logo? It's so funny because I don't talk about logos that much, even though this one leaves something to be desired. Maybe you're trying to get the focus out of the website. But I'll tell you why these logos with just the roof and then the name, I really feel like they do not communicate anything different than any of your competitors, because there's how many people in your area have basically this exact look or almost this exact look on your website. The ideal scenario from my point of view is to have a very distinctive, iconic logo that is different. So an example might be like a lightning bolt in a roof. I mean, something different that's an icon that actually gets somebody to remember it. Apple Roofing is an example. Monarch Roofing, which is a client of ours, is an example. There's a number of other things that you can do as iconic marks. Roof Tiger, Ben Morrow is an example of like he uses the stripes and the tiger face. But there's a lot of examples of types of things where Cole says, I am aware the website is not great. We need to get this thing rebuilt. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to be clear about that on this, Cole. Please forgive me. Feel free to chime in. But I'm glad that you're on here. William Miles Standish says, Southern Shield Roofing LLC. How do you like my logo? I am just going to be doing Riedl. Maybe I'll pop over there for a second, William. Cole, haha, I'm aware the website is not great. And I do want to be interactive. So I'm going to go real quick. Southern Shield Roofing LLC. I should just do a video of just roasting everyone's logos. Shield Roofing LLC. Because roofing has not great logos a lot. Southern Shield Roofing LLC. That's a long .com, brother. Okay, the Shield, I mean, this website is bad, but the Shield is like something, right? The Shield is trying to be iconic, if we're honest, right? It's trying, a shield is an iconic thing. It's closer. It's closer, guys. But really, roofing, oh man, I stopped ripping logos because it's just too much. It's too much. And people aren't motivated enough to change them. Do you know what I mean? Like, really, you should spend a bunch of money on this logo. Like, roofing companies, I really believe, should use somebody like kickcharge.com for their brand, or go with somebody that really understands branding and like even considers the wraps, the truck wraps in this process. Somebody that actually makes iconic brands is what I think. And Cole says, I struggle to come up with a better logo that will incorporate our name. I think you have to kind of just go off of roofing, but the problem is this thing on the logo is just boring and it gets overused. So we got to find a way to make something. I mean, this is a good example. At least there's a shield here, right? Okay, I can't in good conscience really compliment William too much though. William, you can be mad at me, but it's still not good. It's better. It's better than a lot of roofing logos, but it's still not good. All right. I'm going to get back to the Riedl and Sons. Oh no, Phil Pratt, a client, is here and he says, let me know your thoughts on the veterans logo. See, that's the thing is I don't want to make everyone change their logo. It's a sneak peek at the new veterans contracting website. No, not good, Phil. It's still not good, but I can't get everyone to change their logo. But the website is good. This is a good example of a beautiful website. I hear it was made by a Google specialized team. Hook Agency. It's still, under development and is being completed, but this is a good example of a website. All right, I'm going to get back to Riedl and Sons. All right, if I go around this website, you can see there's like nothing wrong with the reviews page. Riedl and Sons reviews is going to be a searched term, so not a bad thing. But there's just not a lot of content on this website, so it's going to be hard. But we do have stretching and distorted images. It is mobile friendly. Are we getting distracted by too many offers? No, because there's not very much of an offer on this to begin with. Clarity on exactly what you offer right away. Exterior specialists. But yeah, you could have these services listed a little quicker. Roofing, siding, windows, seamless gutters, because I wouldn't know that. So no, there's not clarity right away. We have to scroll or click. Why is this company different? Yeah, it's not really giving us a lot of difference. I mean, I get that you're certified, but it's not that different than a lot of people. So no, we don't have, why is the company different? Trust factors feel cleaner branded. This could be a trust factor, and it's stretching and distorted on mobile. This is kind of a trust factor. I think we're close to being, and these are trust factors. So yeah, I'm going to give you this one, but obviously there's a little bit of work to be done there. Interior pages have clear call to action. On every single one of your interior pages, you should have a big, oh, there we go. That's right. That's a clear call to action. This is concerning. I can't even read this. But we have interior call to actions, socially connected, and active on social platforms. Let's take a look. February 27th, February 7th. So 2 posts a month isn't, well, there's a third one. Yeah, 3 posts a month is not going to do it for me, Cole. I know that Facebook and social is not like everyone's biggest priority, but as far as like me doing an audit and being honest, this is not enough. Are you posting on your personal stuff? That's another question. So I think I always look at the pages. I'm going to go look at, let's look at Cole's while he's watching this. Let's go look at his. Okay, good. You got this up there. Beautiful. Okay, so you're not really posting about the business too much. Oh, this is on my other profile. 1 second. Guys, please watch me put in my password. Cole Riedl. I'm just going to see. Are you leveraging your personal profile for business? 4 days ago, you've shared your stuff. February 21. Okay, so you are doing a little bit of this. I like that. At least you're doing that, dude. That's good. Keep that up. Use your personal profiles. This is something Cole is doing very well that a lot of you should be doing. Is it utilizing your personal profile to promote your business? Try to do some more entertaining stuff. And that will help. Entertaining stuff. Because really you're just kind of promoting right now and it feels like a little bit just promotional. No, I really said that in a really eloquent way. All right, so we got socially connected. I can't count that as active on social platforms, though. Let's go take a look at Riedl and Sons. $40 reviews. So it's interesting because I saw on your other posts, it says 100+ reviews. So I guess I'm confused a little bit about that. If your customer looks and sees 100+ reviews and then they look, it says trusted by hundreds of homeowners. Never mind. Is this filled out all the way? Yeah, for the most part. You could ask yourself questions on here. You can also add products now on your, so you were talking about stone coated steel. You can add that as a product here and it will show up big. You can do services in there. There's a lot of visual things you can do on these now. I feel like there's opportunity to build this out more. I'm going to give you that one. So you do have 30+ 5-star reviews. If I look at Ahrefs for your site, Ahrefs here, we're going to look at how you're doing on SEO stuff. All right, so I don't know what's going on here, but we don't have an upward graph on traffic and links and keywords. So no on that. 5 links. Ultimately, we want traffic to be going up, keywords ranked for to be going up. If I look at backlinks, we kind of want to see some good backlinks here. You can sort by show best links only, see what comes up. If there's a few, oh, we have 0. So no, we do not have 5 good links. Content going out on a regular basis. We saw that there was no blog. We saw that there wasn't any location pages. and there was not 500 words for each of the key service pages. And there was not interlinking. So I said this one was going to be a little bit quicker. We got 7 out of 20. So we got a 35%. 35% on our winning website formula. Cole says, I struggled to come up with posts in slow months. This, from my point of view, this is a good time to come up with content. Now, how about I give you 5 good questions that will help you come up with money-making content ideas. So here it is. I'm going to give you these 5 questions. What does it cost? What does it cost? What makes, so if you, hey, tell me what a roof costs. Okay, I can't tell you that because I need to know how many squares it is. I need to know what the slope is. Okay, make a post about why it costs what it costs and what the range of costs are based on and what goes into that cost. Make posts about that. So the first question is, what does it cost? If you're following along with me, write this down. What does it cost? And then write 3 ideas for posts underneath that. You can do this later if you'd like. The next one is expensive. Why is it expensive? Or why is quality more expensive? So if you're having problems coming up with content, I'm giving you the 5 things you can ask to come up with content. Why is quality more expensive? Somebody answer me in the comments. I got 8 people in here on all platforms. Why, for your service, why is quality more expensive? So if I'm a roofer, maybe one example might be we replace the flashings when many people just recycle them. One thing might be we actually tear off down to the decking every single time. And you should make a video about each one of these things. Why we replace flashings, why we tear down to the decking. Answer the question, why is quality more expensive? And that is good content. All right, the next one is process. How is a job like this completed? So you may not have as much work during the winter, but potentially you go out and do a chimney flashing fix. Okay, show the process of what that looks like. Now, not everyone needs a chimney flashing replaced, but if you're making video content and you're saying this is what a good chimney cricket looks like, then, and this is why we care about quality, and this is just showing that process, not showing a 50-minute, like a actual tutorial, showing this is what the process is. Basically, here's 10 minutes or 5 minutes or 3 minutes of what the process was. Just, and as time goes on, you'll get better at making quality content, but get started. And then, so that's 3. We got cost, expensive, process. The next one is problems. When would you need a company like us? Well, I have a question. Maybe it's not even a problem that leads to you, but maybe it's a question you get on the phone. I've got water stains on my ceiling. Does that mean I have a leak? I have this going on in my house right now. I can hear it dripping. Is it my roof? I had a shingle blow off. Do I need a replacement? Like problems that happen around the time that a customer needs you. So write down 3 of those. And then lastly, I'm going to say concerns. Where should I get this done? Which companies do things right? What can go wrong? So what are concerns about making a purchase like this that you could make a piece of content about? Concerns about hiring a roofing company. Maybe a concern is that you won't call them back. Maybe a concern is that it's really hard to communicate with contractors sometimes. Could you write a post about that? Could you make a video about that? So really, to be able to remember this simply, it's cost, expensive, process, problems, and concerns. And it's basically very simply, it's what does it cost? Why is it more expensive? How is a job like this completed? When would you need a company like us? And where should I get this done? Or where should I buy this from? Cost, expensive, process, problems, and concerns. And this works for any industry. And it's ultimately the best part about doing content like this, Cole, is going to be that you get to, it's not just like fluffy out there content. It's actually content that you could create to then show your prospect. You could actually send them the video in the future when they have this question about water spots on the ceiling, or about, the way it is to communicate with your company. So giving your sales process more video content, not just your marketing. All right, y'all. I hope this is useful. It has been a blast hanging out with you, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.
Day one, it was just shockingly different.
They did such a great job.
Extremely happy.
I have a salesperson that works 24/7.
We've worked with a lot of different agencies over the years, and I think we found, just like most people in this room probably, that they're extremely frustrating, really annoying. Tim and his company is just light years apart from anybody we've ever experienced.
Better leads. Smart contractors hire specialized team. Rank high on Google, hook better leads. Hookagency.com